Hi, I'm Susie, and I have been sharing some words that I've been getting straight from Jesus. And right now, I'm going to do a different one, a different sort of video. I'm going to talk about myself a little bit here, but also I'm going to talk about working with Jesus and how awesome it's been. Um, Started a few months back, and as I listen and hear him speaking to me, not audibly, but he tells me things in my brain, and I know it's from him because it's different than my own thoughts. It's, first of all, things that I am not thinking about pop into my head. Sometimes a word, sometimes a scripture, sometimes a number. Um, Different ways, and then he has actually given me sentences to write down, and I've posted all every just about everything on YouTube the past 2 months or so that he's given me, maybe 3 months now, and but I wanted to say that it's been so awesome because in the beginning, I wasn't sure if it just seemed so surreal, is this really happening? And then I kind of was in a bit of a state of shock for a little while. And then I got used to it more and it felt more comfortable, but I would still question him, is this really you? Is this really you? And then he would give me the scriptures to confirm. To link everything together, what he was saying to me, and it's just been so awesome. And I feel more comfortable about it now, even though I do still, I admit, to have a little bit of hesitation sometimes when it comes to, do I want to put this on YouTube? I mean, this is some heavy stuff. And it seems like it's been getting more and more intense the last couple messages. And but I'm sure that that's what he wants me to do. So, but he's gentle with me. He's very gentle. I have asked him to be gentle with me, and he is. Um, I mean, the one time I told about it before that I was really tired at night, and he let me continue in the morning with his words, because I kind of shut down on him. I was falling asleep, and then in the morning I said, I apologized to him, and I said, "Do you wanna talk to me again?" And he finished up in the morning. It was so cool. But I got this other one I gotta tell you, okay? Now there's a lot of people out there on YouTube that are having prophetic words, and some are not real and some are real, and, um, I've sifted through them, and there's some that I like and some that I stopped watching. And one of the ones that I stopped watching, I did believe she was sincere, um, and she was receiving words from God every day, and when I first started watching her, I was thinking, "How could she be getting these words every day? Doesn't that seem like, too regular or too often?" And now that it's happening to me, I know that it can happen every day. It definitely can happen every day. It can happen as many times as you want because I've gotten to the point where I can sit down with a piece of paper and a pen now in quiet time, and I can tell him, I can pray and say, "I'm here, I'm ready. Do you have anything for me?" And I wait a minute and it starts to flow. So I understand you could do that every day. Yes. Once you're established that relationship, yes. And I believe everybody can get words from God. You just have to spend enough time with him to feel that close to him that you know his voice. He said, um, his sheep hear his voice, and he speaks in a still small voice. And we're supposed to ask him for ears to hear and eyes to see, right? He can give visions and dreams. I haven't had any visions, and I've had only a couple very, very brief dreams that I did share. Um, so I'm not much of a dreamer, but he is letting me scribe words for him, and I have been delivering them on YouTube. But on a lighter note, okay, so this one lady I was watching, and I was liking her, but she was talking about how, God was preparing her and she was encouraging people, to get ready for the rapture and all, and to be part of God's army, right? And she was talking every single day about fasting. She said that God told her she had to fast 3 times a week, and then he did cut it down eventually. She did that for, I don't know, months, and then she cut it down to twice a week, and then she was down to once a week. But every single day she would talk about fasting, fasting. You gotta fast. You have to fast. Along with prayer and reading the word, and but she put fasting right in there. And personally, okay, I have never done a 24-hour fast. And I know it's good for it can be very good for you physically, mentally, spiritually. It's often recommended, and I believe it can be a good practice to fast occasionally, or if you know, anyway, the reason that I never fasted um, is because, well, I have a disease and I have a couple medications, and I'm 72 years old now, and I've always considered myself a weakling. I've never had good stamina. I have this Epstein-Barr chronic fatigue from Epstein-Barr, which is active most of the time with me. It's a virus. My body's constantly fighting this virus, so it leaves me very tired. And it also, over time, it wears out your organs, which is starting to happen to me. But I'm also 72 years old, so it's normal to start deteriorating once you're in your 70s. But I've been eating healthy most all my life. Since I was 19, I've been very health conscious, eating healthy, exercising, and when I say I eat healthy, um, I try to eat organic or GMO. It's hard to find a lot of organics that I can afford, but I can get organic frozen vegetables reasonable, and some grains and stuff. Anyway, I do a lot of organic. I do a lot of non-GMO. I eat fresh foods. Um, I was vegetarian for 19 years, so I'm not like mostly meat diet, but I did go back to eating meat because I felt like I need the protein. Um, and um, meat has a lot of good nutrition in it. And with the Epstein-Barr disease, my body does not absorb the vitamins and nutrition like it should. My body's fighting this virus all the time, so it's always working like triple time between the Epstein-Barr and my allergies, which may be caused by that. Anyway, so my body's always working really hard. It's having a hard time getting all the nutrition. I take a lot of supplements, a whole lot of supplements. I did cut back on them recently over the last couple months because I felt like it might be too much for my stomach and my liver because I was taking so many pills every day. Very few medications. I don't take hardly any medications, but I do have to have a couple because now I'm starting to have lung problems, and I have to do the inhalers, and I take the Singulair, for my allergies and lungs and stuff, and thyroid. That's only medications, but anyhow, I'm not strong and healthy. I am not overweight, and I do eat healthy, and I do a detox every once in a while. I have detox pills. I do dandelion detox tea, and I make a detox cabbage soup. I do those a couple times a year um, but I probably eat 80% really healthy, as much as possible these days. And I avoid processed food, avoid sugar. If I do eat sugar, I have like 1 teaspoon in the morning, cane sugar, um, organic cane sugar, no processed sugar. So anyway, I try hard to take good care of my body. I have since I was 19 years old. Always have been on an exercise program to this day. Um, so I never felt like I needed to fast as much as some people might who don't have such a good diet and such a healthy lifestyle as I do. Um, I always felt that I was doing good, and my doctors have always told me that I'm doing good. That keep on doing what you're doing. That's what they usually say. So that's why I haven't um, ever tried to fast, and now I did because I have been thinking about it more since that lady was talking about it so much, and also others, um, real spiritual people that I see on YouTube that are prophesying and all. They will often, from time to time, mention fasting because it is really recommended to do it, for your spiritual life every once in a while. And, it is in the Bible for sure. So it has been on my mind because I've been trying to be really close to God, believing that the rapture is going to happen soon and all that. And so I've cleaned up my life and I've been really sticking close to my Lord. So it has been on my mind every once in a while, right? Feeling a little guilty too because I haven't done it. Um, but I did a little research on it recently, and it said that I don't remember the exact age, but it said that people over a certain age, I don't remember, it was either 60 or 65. It said that fasting is not recommended for them. It's because, their body's changing and everything. So I then that kind of relieved me and I thought, well, I'm making the right decision not to fast, right? Well, the other day I was just I don't know what I was thinking of, but I wasn't, thinking about this stuff. And I was probably just getting ready to get something to eat because I was walking from the living room into the kitchen and that word fast popped into my head like Jesus does to me, right? Fast. I saw it written in my head, FAST. I like just heard it with my mind and it was loud and clear, fast. And I thought, wow, this is it. He's telling me that I need to fast, and I just thought, "Oh, no, I don't feel like it. I don't wanna do that. I was hoping I wouldn't have to. I wanted to be exempt from the fasting," that was what I was thinking. And then I was just thinking, well, I'm gonna have to pray about it. And then another download happened, and Jesus laughed at me. He laughed at me. It was like I heard him laugh in my head, and he said, "Fast, I mean, like, buckle your seatbelt fast. Things are gonna be happening fast, quickly." And that's what he was telling me, and it just made me feel that much closer to him that he could just laugh with me. He knows my thoughts. He wasn't pressuring me to fast. It was like he's saying, "Don't worry, don't worry. Everything's just gonna happen quickly. It's going okay," And he is so good. So he's fun to work with. He's easy to work with. Just make yourself available. He wants to use every believer. Just make yourself available. Clean your heart out so he can fill you up and he'll tell you what to do or say. And that's it. But he gave me uh, one today, this morning. I'm gonna be posting it for tomorrow, a really, intense message. Um, yep, I got it on my notepad ready to, release it for tomorrow. So watch for that, and I hope you've watched, the other ones that I've done because they might be encouraging, and they should be encouraging to you. And, I'm just so thankful that, I have some people watching and there's a little community out there making comments, and, uh, I'm just so happy what God's doing in my life, and I hope He is in yours also. He is in many. I know He's getting us ready. We're gonna see Him real soon. Praise Jesus.